started.
Hello and good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you're located. Welcome to our pre-launch webinar. We know that time is everything, right?
Absolutely.
So we're definitely going to make sure that today is worth your time. My name is Isla Camille, alongside my co-host.
I'm Derrick Velasquez. How's everyone doing? Hope you're having a phenomenal day, morning, wherever you're chiming in from.
Absolutely. And, you know, we have been in this space of home-based businesses since 2012. Can you believe that?
8 years.
Almost 8 years. Time flies when you're having fun, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, I want to be honest with everyone, transparent. Is that okay? I thought I didn't need one of these home-based businesses because I was the type of person that I went to school, I got my bachelor's degree, and I thought I had a really great job here in Northern California. I was actually in San Francisco, a computer software company. I was there, I had a great title, I loved my title. And, you know, 3 years later into that position, guess what happened? Can anyone guess on the line? Type it in the chat box if you can guess what happened to me at that job. Well, if anyone says laid off, you're absolutely right. You know, in my short career, I was laid off twice. So maybe you know someone who's been through that. Maybe you yourself has experienced that. And I had to start following successful people, right? They say follow successful people if you want to be successful. And they all said two things. You need to have money work for you instead of always working for money. And you need to have multiple streams of income just in case something happens to that main source. And so I'm so grateful that I kept an open mind 8 years ago because this has benefited our family in so many ways, definitely in more than one way. And so maybe what you're about to see can be that plan B for you and your family.
Absolutely. And for myself, it was huge for me to actually be able to go to bed when I'm ready to go to bed. Someone type yes in the chat box if you can understand where I'm coming from. And not only that, wake up when you're ready to wake up, right? Not by an alarm clock. So I've always been looking for that in my life, right? Time freedom. And when we got started in this industry, we didn't have kids at the time, right? We now have a 21-month-old daughter. And our goal was to make sure that we had built enough residual income to where we can now have the time freedom to actually raise her. Yeah. When I say raise her, I mean, be there every single step of the way. I didn't miss any of her footsteps on her first walk. We're now able to be with her every single day because of the industry that we're in right now. So open your mind, keep an open one, right? And then not only that, keep an open heart, because something that, whatever it was that brought you on this webinar today is for a reason. Everything right now is happening for a reason. So just know that whoever invited you today, they thought very highly of you. So we're going to jump into what is actually changing the world right now.
Now, who would have loved to be at that garage? Would have loved to be in that garage when Steve Jobs was talking about Apple and everyone said, what, the fruit?
Right.
Or be in that dorm room with Mark Zuckerberg when he first had that idea of Facebook.
Absolutely.
Well, now you are at that meeting. You are at that ground level breaking meeting. This is our pre-launch webinar. So ask yourself, shouldn't you be at first, at least once in your life? Now, who are we? EPIC, what does that stand for? Exceptional people, incredible compensation. I want everyone to type in the chat box, incredible, if you are excited. Now, we are a global company that provides the environment for people of all backgrounds to learn the lifelong skill of Forex trading while also pursuing your financial dreams and goals. Now, our corporate team has more than 100 years of successful business and experience.
That's a lot of years.
That's a ton of years. Okay, you want to make sure that you're following the right people, right?
Absolutely.
We have industry-leading Forex traders and trainers, and we are 100% debt-free.
Now, you're taking a look at what we like to call our Avenger team, right? This is the Avengers in EPIC. This is the leadership. You guys are looking at a star-studded lineup. Now, when we're taking a look at leadership, right, you have everyone in this picture have made millions of dollars, okay, in our industry. And we're going to start with our founder, very close to us. This is our brother, right, Mr. David McCovey. We call him double founder because as of right now, he actually owns 2 companies in this space, right, in our industry. And our current company right now that we actually launched back in 2016 has already $200 million of sales, all right? Because of that company, Isla and I, we were able to position ourselves to become the top residual income earners in that company. And we got awarded. Mr. David McCovey gave us these rings, right? And we love it. We love him for that. And we just know that because of his leadership, because of his vision, he's going to bless many, many people here in Epic, okay? Now, we're looking at Mr. Spencer Iverson, the president, all right? He has 26 years of direct sales experience, all right? He's a master trainer for executives in Fortune 500 companies today. Now we have Mr. Mark Sterling, the VP of sales. I actually know this gentleman as well from a prior project that we were involved in. He has 25 years of experience in the industry and has built teams of over 70,000 plus people. You look at the bottom left, we have Mr. David Lisiaga, VP of Business Development. Okay, this guy's a genius when it comes to online marketing. He's actually a guru in that space, right? 20 plus years of experience as well, and he knows how to team build, all right? Now, Mr. Jonathan Green, Global Master Ambassador. I like to look at him as the strategist, right? He has a dual degree in mathematics and computer science, so he knows how to strategize, and he's going to make this company very successful along with everyone else. Now, last but not least, we have Miss Maxine, okay, Coach Max, as everyone loves to call her, our Director of FOREX Training. She is phenomenal. I've recently just been able to tap in with her as well. I'm in a group there with the founder, and she is just a phenomenal person. But she actually right now currently is helping 80,000 students, right? She coaches that many people become successful in the Forex industry. And this is our star-studded lineup, family. Just know that you have a group of people that are here and invested into you, okay? So everything that they know, they're going to teach us everything.
Now, what is Forex? It stands for foreign exchange. It is the act of buying and selling currencies. It's used daily by banks, central banks, institutional investors, individuals like us. And it is a portable skill that will benefit you for life. That means wherever you have good Wi-Fi, it could be on the beaches of the world. It could be in the comforts of your bed in your pajamas. It could be on the moon if you have good Wi-Fi. And you can be part of the largest financial market in the world, which is $6 trillion per day. That's not millions or billions, that's $1 trillion per day. Who could be happy with just a small sliver of that? Now, it also operates 24 hours a day, 5 days a week.
Now, when you're taking a look at Epic, right, our services are going to be through the roof. Now, we have live sessions right now that you can actually take a part of. Please, let me see some yeses in the chat box if you're receiving value. Actually, let me see value in the chat box, right? Right now, we actually can log into our back office, everyone that's already involved, and those that are guests, you're going to just know that right now, you're going to be able to log in and see the actual live sessions that we have, right? These go on 3 times per day. We're going to have daily signals that's sent out to us starting October, right? Because we are still in pre-launch right now. But just imagine having a live signal sent out to you, and you can now copy and paste this signal and be able to have income that's going to come into your bank account. All right. Now, this is exciting for me. I've never been to college, but I'm excited about this university. This is called our Epic University. We actually downloaded this, or actually Isla did. So we have the booklet, right?
2-week syllabus.
We print everything out. This is our 2-week syllabus. So it's like I am going to college for the first time, right? But now I get to actually invest into our future, into ourselves, right? Yeah. This is actually, for me personally, a better course that I would love and I'm excited to take. Now we're going to be able to have the market forecast, right? Again, this is going to be something that's super fun, super interactive within our trading communities, and there's so much more to come. And I'm telling you guys, if we're getting all this in pre-launch, just imagine what we're going to get when we go live.
Absolutely. That's huge. Now I'm going to read this disclaimer really quickly. Epic cannot and will not make any guarantees about your ability to get results or earn any money with our program, information, tools, or strategies. The plan rewards you for selling products and services to customers. While the opportunity is unlimited, individual results will certainly vary depending on many factors, such as commitment level, individual effort, and marketing skills. Any and all income projections should not be considered as guarantees or projections of your actual earnings or profits. Success with the company results only from active participation and successful marketing efforts, which do require work, commitment, and diligence on your part. Now, shouldn't this be plastered all over the gym?
Right.
Something similar, right? Because you could be paying for a gym membership, like someone I know,
Right.
and not be going, right? Are you going to get any results if you have and are paying for a gym membership, but you're not actually actively going or actively committed to going? No, right? So that is just similar to what this disclaimer is saying.
So this is we're now jumping into our compensation plan, which gets a lot of us excited. All right. Now just know that you're going to be able to become a scholar. All right. Receive the Forex education platform from all of our 6-figure earners, our 7-figure earners, our 8-figure earners, right? They're the experts in this space. Now, what's going to happen is when you personally refer our program to 3 people, you now are going to have a free scholar. Okay. You're going to be having a free membership every single month. Now, in our industry, that is the average. So the average person can bring on and refer 3 people. Now, me and Isla, we refer stuff all the time. Yeah. You guys for sure have referred stuff all the time, but never actually benefited and earned a commission.
Right.
Give us an example.
Your favorite restaurants.
How about
movies?
Netflix, right? You guys referred anything like that, right? We refer things all the time, but we never get compensated for it. So now all we're doing is changing our language, changing our posture, letting everyone know that, hey, now we can share something that's actually a tool that we can bring all over the world and earn income from, right? And we're going to share this with as many people as possible. And by doing so, you're going to get compensated, right? Now, this compensation plan is going to be very aggressive when you look into it, all right? I'm going to scoot up a little bit because I get excited when I take a look at this. I always look at the right-hand side, right? Everyone's looking at the right-hand side. You see that purple position? Yes, we all are going to aim for that. But we want to go into the sweet spot, right? First, if you're on just for the Forex education platform, that is awesome, okay? Because we have everything for everybody in this program, right? If you want to just learn and trade, awesome. You can just do that. We don't force you to build, okay? Now, vice versa. If you just want to build and not really focus so much on the Forex side, you can do that as well, right? So you could do one or the other, or if you're a hybrid, you can do both. You can trade and you can team build, right? I like to say team build, but really it's building a residual income for yourself so you can pay those residual bills, all right? Type 1 if you have residual bills, right?
I better see a lot of ones in that chat box.
And what I want you guys to do is type 1111 if you want to have some residual income to pay off those residual bills, right? That was our goal. We wanted to be able to have a residual income so it could pay off all of our residual bills every single month. And I'm telling you guys, all right, once you figure this comp plan out, and the sweet spot is that founder 500 position. Now, you see it's 10 total team members. Now, what's amazing about this is you don't even have to bring all 10 people in. You literally need to help 3 people come into the program, get whatever it is that they want from the program. And now those 3, we want to help them receive a free scholar. I'd like to say a free tuition, right? Who wouldn't want a free tuition going to college, right?
Absolutely.
That's one of the things right now that is a vicious cycle of school loan debt, right? And we don't have to get in type of 1111s on those in the chat box, but we know that people are going to college right now, getting education, and they're still not even actually using that degree for anything, right? They end up doing something else, right? So that's money wasted. So here, you're going to be able to receive that, okay? Now, 10 people gets you $125 every single Friday, all right? Who would love to get paid weekly? Yes. Type yes, okay? That's monthly, paid out $500. Now, we're going to go into the more money.
But couldn't 500 help some people out there?
Absolutely.
Save a car note or help towards a mortgage payment.
Right. Even food on the table. Yes. Right? For everything what's going on right now, we know that an additional $500, an additional $1,000 can really help a lot of families out there. And that's our goal, right? We want to help as many families as possible gain income from our program, right? And we will. We already have helped 40,000 plus members get started, right? In this pre-launch phase, we're about halfway through the month, okay? Look at the founder 5,000 position. Now, again, you only have to have 3 people that you bring on board. Now, let's say you brought in 3 people that you knew and they have a large network. They may be talking to the right people and they're plugged in and they want to build their network, right? And you're now receiving $1,250 every single week. Now, $5,000 is a life-changing income.
That's a full-time income.
You have to work 40 hours a week, sometimes even 60 and 70 hours a week to actually accumulate that much money every single month. Yes or yes, family?
Yes.
We all know this, right? And that is what we're trying to help people get out of that rat race, right? There's nothing wrong with a job, but just know that, hey, if you have this and you build it right now during the month of September, you're going to be able to now have options, right? Who would love some options in their life?
Options, if you want some options in your house.
Absolutely. So on top of whatever you're making right now, just imagine earning $10,000 a month at that ambassador 10 position. And again, people that you bring on board are going to be more excited than you because they may understand this comp plan better than you, right? But it's okay because we want them to do well. By default, we're going to do well, right? By helping one another, we're going to be able to run through this compensation plan all the way down to Icon 100. Do I have any icons right now in this webinar?
Speak it into existence.
Yes, type icon if you are an icon already, right? You got to see it to believe it, right? Our mentor, Mr. David McCovey, yes, he's our direct mentor. He teaches us all the time. You have to have everything surrounding you. We have comp plans all over this office, right? And we have to look at it, right? So you have to actually have that goal and look at it, and we have to put the work in. Okay, right. That's the second part that we have to do is put the work in. So obviously everyone is going to aim for that epic position. All right. Now it may take us a month. It may take us a year. It may take us 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. But what job do you know that where you can earn $1 million a month?
I know I can.
Right. You got to ask yourself that because now there is no roof. There's no ceiling, yes, right? And I promise you, I know our founder, Mr. David McCovey, once people start hitting this purple rank, the epic position, there's going to be another position that's going to open up, right? We know that there are a lot of leaders right now aiming for all these positions, but let's just remember that if we help just 3 people get on board, we can get that sweet spot, help those 3 get 3, and then now you're going to earn $500. So, I mean, that's huge for a lot of people.
Yes,
all right. I could go on and on about the comp plan, but I want you guys to understand how simple it is once you really understand it.
And it's possible. Just know that it's possible. Now, this is our launch strategy. We are currently in pre-launch. It started September 1st up until September 30th. Our goal, we wanted to aim for 40,000 people for the month of September.
That's crazy.
To lock in their spot for only $19.99. Are we well past reaching that goal?
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out very shortly.
Yes.
From him himself.
Yes. Stay on the line. Now, if you are excited and you're like, you know what? I know a lot of people that this can help. I know a lot of people looking for a lifelong skill. I know a lot of people that need that extra $500, $5,000, $10,000 a month. You're like, I need to see. Let them see this. Guess what? You don't have to do any of the talking because we have 4 live Zoom presentations a day. You are on one of them. All you have to be is a master inviter. Now, the whole world is going to see this October 1st. And what's exciting is once you hit ambassador and above, we are all going on an all expense paid retreat to possibly Mexico.
Right, absolutely.
Who is meeting us in Mexico?
Everyone type retreat if you are going on this retreat, right? If I don't see you type retreat, that means you don't want to go on this retreat.
That means we have to explain the comp plan again. Should we go back?
Right.
No, we're not going to go back. Can't go back. We have this recorded. You can watch the recording. Now, how to become epic. Get back to the person who invited you to this webinar. Let them know I am ready. I want to lock in my spot for only $19.99. Because you're going to be able to build and structure your organization, meaning you get to help as many people as possible also structure their organization and get ready for the official launch October 2020.
Right. So it's super exciting because during pre-launch, we didn't even know what we were going to have on our Forex side. But you guys can see once you opt in and you get back with the person who invited you today, again, only $19.99 for the price of what it's going to cost for you and someone else to go to Wingstop. You can now own a home-based business, right? And you're going to be able to have access to 60 live trading and training sessions already. They go on every single day. A lot of us on the line right now have been getting value from that, okay? So just know that for the $20, you are receiving tons and tons of value while we're in pre-launch. Now, I'm super excited because Epic is going to be a household name.
Yes.
All right. It is going to be a name just like McDonald's, Starbucks, right? We are the world's ultimate trading and lifestyle community brand, right? You want to lock in your spot. So without further delay, I want to get out the way. You want to bring up this gentleman here. And so I know everyone's super excited to hear from this person right now.
Ooh, what can I say about this gentleman? He is our brother. We followed him for more than 5 years, and it's truly because of his leadership that Derrick does not have to clock into anyone. He does not have a boss except me, and I am so thankful for that, Mr. Founder. You know, you have shown us and stretched our vision in more ways than one, and just shown us the world. You truly have done that for us, and now we can be better parents to show Amaya that nothing is impossible. Everything is possible, and that's because of your leadership. So everyone on the line, you are definitely in for a treat. He is an entrepreneur based out of Las Vegas. He is super successful, having 2 companies, and I'm just excited to call him our brother, and we are so thankful for that. So without any further delay, I'm going to bring on the line our founder, our double founder, Mr. David McCovey.
I feel special. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Listen, I say it all the time. You guys know what you mean to me, not just in business, but in life. Like, you guys are truly a part of my heart, and I appreciate you for your leadership and your commitment. It doesn't matter what I say. Hey, let's go try. You guys are already always on the front line, ready to take on the challenge. So I love you guys to the moon and back. Thank you, and thank you for being who you are. Family, if you are on the line right now, let's turn it up. I need to see the word increase in the chat box. Increase, increase, increase. 2020 is going to be the season of increase. There are going to be a lot of people that when this deal is over and 2021 is ended, they're going to be talking about all the bad things and the negative things that happened in 2020. We will not be one of them. If you are on this line tonight, you are ready for increase. And I promise you, it is here. We are, everyone says that you're in the right place at the right time, but that's really not true for everyone. But I'm telling you right now, with the buzz and the momentum that Epic has right now, you are truly in the right place at the right time. Just 16 days ago, we said, hey, listen, you know what? We're going to do something. We're going to be different. We're going to be great. And since then, 42,950 people have said yes to the deal. We've crushed the number of 40,000 in 30 days. That's going to be a joke. When we get done with pre-launch, we're going to be in excess of 60,000 people. I know it as sure as I'm sitting right here. And so what that means is everyone that is on this line right now, you're in the proper position, family. And that's what it's about. Isla talks all the time about the meeting, you know, in the garage with Steve Jobs, and she wasn't talking about the apple, the fruit. She was talking about what will be the biggest brand in the world. There will be people that will, for the lifetime of themselves, be haunted because they did not make the right decision when they were presented with that opportunity. I know that those people do not exist on this line. We're not going to be like, you know, the gentleman who turned down the McDonald's and who turned down the Facebooks and all of those people that are now kicking themselves and are afraid to tell their family how bad they blew it. None of those people exist on this line tonight, family. I promise you, when I say that we are in the right space, we are creating a wave. We're not riding someone else's. We're creating our own wave. We always say, let's be the head, not the tail. The head always crosses the finish line before the tail. So what we're going to do tonight is show everyone on this line how powerful this movement is going to be. Derrick, if you guys get a chance, please go back to the compensation slide for me so I can point out some things to the family. What I will address first is the disclaimer that Derrick and Isla talked about, and it is an amazing disclaimer, but the results will not be promised. But what I can tell you, if you commit to doing what you're supposed to do and you reach those levels, I will pay you. That part I can guarantee, right? We paid the work. A lot of people will get involved. They have potential. But what I've seen time and time again, the people that are hungry and that really have a will to want to run and do better are the ones that do well in this industry. Most people that have some form of success in prior things may not do so well here because they have to relearn some things. But people that are hungry will always find a way to win, guys. And so what I want to share with you, I won't go all the way through this comp plan, but what I will focus on, because I know we have some amazing leaders on tonight, some of my people that I've directly sponsored, I salute you guys and I thank you for committing. I know that you only see one line on this screen. That's the purple line, right? The purple stands for royalty. We know that there will be people that hit the position of epic. It's very, very simple. I will absolutely be one of them, and I know there are the others on the line. I'm going to try to do it twice. What they say, like it's so nice, he did it twice. I'm going to do it twice, guys. But what I want everyone to understand is don't get overwhelmed by those large numbers, right? Because the thing is, if you focus on Founder 500 and Founder 1000, you will have more success than your heart can desire. Because what happens is when you can do a thing, you can teach a thing. So as soon as you get in position and you understand that for the same amount of referrals you gave today about Netflix, Housewives of whoever, the movies that's coming out, Tenet, what was the other movie that came out with Denzel's son? I've heard people talk about that all day, but I want to know, did they refer their business? Because I promise you, Netflix is not sending you a quarter for what you refer to them. So all the restaurants and the cool shoes and the nice jerseys and all that other stuff that we protect by, that we and put people on by talking about that brand, let's do it for ourselves. All of my leaders that are on this line, they know I have a motto. I do not do business with people who do not do business with me. It's very, very simple. Everyone in my life that I do business with, they have some form of business with me. I don't care whether it's an entity that I own or we do something together, but people will take you seriously when you stand up for your business. If you guys are on this line right now, you should have a eyelash lady, a nail tech, a hairstylist, anyone that does not do business with you. They don't deserve yours if you don't deserve theirs. So what we are teaching, family, is not just overall team building, but we're teaching the psychology of being a serious entrepreneur. And so when you look at this compensation plan, we don't like to say easy because we don't like to disrespect the industry. But when we understand that you can reach the top level on this comp plan with only having 3 personal sponsors in your business, that's a big deal. I haven't seen compensation plans like this. Usually you need multiples, right? Sometimes 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 to reach a certain level. But now you're able to earn $500, $1,000, $2,000 a month in residual income or weekly pay, right? 125, 250, and 500 because we have a 28-day cycle. But you're able to earn that by referring 3 people. And that's when the magic starts to happen, because when you can do that, as you start to show your team members and your junior partners how to do exactly what you've already done, you're speaking from a position of leverage. You're talking about what you know as opposed to what you heard, right? And that's always a better conversation. So when you've done those things, now your team can say, you know what, that's doable. For all the leaders on the line, they'll tell you, you have to be profitable so your team knows that it's possible. They need to see you do it first. So as leaders from the front, we want to get out and show our team, not tell them. So when you get on this line and you say, listen, you know what? I'm going to do what Founder says. I'm going to create not a vision board, but a vision environment. Derrick talked about it. The compensation plan is everywhere around them in their home. You need to see where you're going. If you go to a state that you've never been before, or you're trying to navigate somewhere in your city that you've never been before, what do? You go into your GPS, right? Because if you don't know how to get there, you need to see how to get there. It's the same rules in finance, right? So when you want to reach a certain level, you need to be able to see it. If I talk to someone right now and say, hey, listen, I'm glad you're excited, but this is what I need to help you win. So how much money coming into your home on a part-time basis would help change your situation? Whatever number they tell me, I know where to go to it on the comp plan, right? So as a leader, I'm supposed to know in order to help those that are going to come behind me. And everyone on this line is the exact same way. So if someone says, you know what, I'm tired of working, this part-time job. If I had an extra $1,000 a month, I would quit that job. As a leader, you're supposed to say, okay, awesome. I can show you exactly how to do that. Are you ready to put in the work that's going to require that? Right? It's very, very simple because you know your plan. So for those of us on this line that have dreams and goals, we need to know how to get there. This compensation plan can take you there. If you're looking at Epic right now, you say, hey, listen, this is absolutely amazing. I can't wait to get started. I can't wait to learn how to trade. I'm going to do some amazing things on the trading side. This is what I'm going to tell you. Do not reach in your pocket for that money. If I see you going in your pocket, I'm going to slap your hand down. Don't do that. There's money on this side of the deal. Take this compensation plan money, use that, invest that into your trading account, and then put the rest into your savings account, right, until you figure out what your next move is. Real entrepreneurs always understand that they create revenue streams to pay for other things, right? They don't just go out and buy homes. They build something that will afford them to buy the home. And so that's all I'm saying right here. Let's look at it like real entrepreneurs. If you are looking to go on vacation next year, right, when the world opens back up, and you scout and see, okay, well, that vacation is going to cost me $2,000, then let's get it out of the comp plan. It doesn't make sense to put it on your debit card or your credit card or your bank card. Get it out of the comp plan. We're old school, right? We live off the land. This is the land, right? We eat and we find our things right here in this plentiful planet. So when we do that, guys, we understand that we use this to finance other things. Epic may not be the end all be all. I have one of my leaders on the line right now, and she told me that she needed $2 million or $4 million, that was going to be what allowed her to go off into the sunset. And I told her, you're cutting yourself short because you'll make $1 million a year minimum over here because you're easily Icon 100, right? So it's just about having the right conversation with the right people. We talk all the time about how the model is broken that they showed us in life, right? Go to school, get good grades, get a job, go to college, come out in debt, hopefully you work in the field that you want to work in. That model doesn't work, guys. So we understand that we can do better just because we've been exposed to different That should get a lot of us on this line excited, because now you're going to have, when you work a job, right now, the average Social Security check is about $1,300, as sad as that may sound. So they want us to be 65 or 70 until we can earn, that little money. Again, no disrespect, because I'm sure that money helps people. But again, for those of us that are entrepreneurs, we know that there's no way on the planet that we should have to wait 65 or 70 years to be able to get $1,300, right? I look at this comp plan and I say, okay, would I rather work until I'm 65, or would I rather have 30 successful conversations? That's a no-brainer to me, right? Give me the 30 successful conversations, because if I work hard enough, I can do them in 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, but it definitely won't take me 65 years to do. So all we understand is now that we have different options we can do differently. What got me really, really excited about Forex, family, is because the empowerment that it gives people, right? It's the only product in the world. For our network marketers on the line, I know you guys will agree, whether you want to or not, you have to. It is the only product that you can do by yourself. If you've ever been in a network marketing company and you've had to sell anything, I don't care whether it's lotions, potions, powders, whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter how amazing the product was, you needed other people to sell it to. Real simple, you cannot consume it all. But when you look at this deal, when you learn this portable skill set that you can use in this office, on the beach, or on the moon, and you can make money without having to deal with anyone else, that's a real blessing. Right? We see people all the time. Oh, I don't want to recruit. I just want to make some money using the product. Okay, that's great. This is the product for you then. Because in Forex, you can simply put your nose in the wall like a hermit, stand on timeout, and use this communication device and summon money. Once you learn the skill set, it cannot be taken away from you. That's the important part, family. You look at other deals. If you leave that company, you no longer have that product. You may be able to be a consumer, but you cannot push it anymore. With this Forex education and this skill set, no matter where you are or where life takes you, you have an income producing activity at all times. That's what's powerful. You guys that have heard me talk before, I say the same thing over and over again. I'm born and raised in Las Vegas, Nevada. I live 4 lights from Trillionaire Row. I call that the Las Vegas Strip, right? There's billion-dollar building after billion-dollar building after billion-dollar building right next to each other. And you go back just not even 60 days ago, all of those buildings were closed. Everything on the most popular street in the world was dark because of this pandemic, right? But then I look and see what was not dark. It was the financial markets. 5 days a week, 24 hours a day, $6 trillion was in circulation. So when we understand that that's what the banks are doing with our money, now we have a chance to learn that skill set. We can cut the middleman out. We don't need the bank to give us a couple pennies on our few thousand and say, thank you for allowing us to use your money. We can do the same things. So what I want everyone to understand is the empowerment that comes with having a skill set that no one can take away from you. So when you get involved in Epic, you become a scholar. If you so desire to team build, that's amazing. If you just want to continue to be a scholar, get your education, learn the curriculum, get involved, understand the language, understand the process, we're more than happy for that. We want you to have whatever level of success you want to have. It's not about us once you say yes to Epic. It's about you. So we appreciate all of our partners. We know that if you have any questions, you are definitely lined with the right people. Get back with whoever invited you out to this webinar to get your questions answered. If they cannot help you, demand that they get their senior partner on the line and get your questions answered. We say all the time, this is a $19.99 deal right now. We want everyone to get involved, kick some tires, look around, see if we deserve your time and attention, right? We don't have to, it's not, no long-term contracts, no commitments. You don't have to marry us. We're just gonna date for a little while, right? Let us see, and let us see from you if we're worth getting married, if we wanna go the long term with it. I always say, and I joke, because I know a lot of the ladies back in the day, would go get that dress and go to the club. You had no intention on keeping that dress. You were taking that dress back the next day, right? You were just gonna wear it to the club, you're gonna look good, and you're gonna return it. Some of the fellas, we've done the same thing with the button-up shirts, right? So use this as that. Make this your trial game. So if you want a chance to just look around and see what Epic has to offer, get back there and poke around. We're not hiding anything from you. Our curriculum is up and ready. Our live sessions are there 3 days a week. We have opportunity calls like this 4 days a week, even on the weekends. We want people exposed to this deal. We're understanding right now that it's a real big deal. If you are on this line, that means someone has told you about it, which means you have probably seen it on social media. I promise you, within the next 30 to 60 days, you will not be able to scroll down your timeline 10 scrolls and not see something about Epic. It is the next biggest thing coming. I don't have to over promote it. I don't have to hype it. I feel it in my gut. This is what's happening, family. So I thank everyone that has got online tonight to give us some of your time. That is our most precious commodity. We always know how much money we have left. We never know how much time we have left. So we're thankful anytime someone gives us that. So family, again, all of the people that have locked arms with Epic and that are my Epic family, I love you and I appreciate you. I thank you for your commitment. There are thousands of companies that you could be involved with, but you chose Epic, so that makes you family. For the guests on the line, if you are looking to be in a bigger or better space next month or tomorrow than you are today, then this is a decision that you should make. Again, it's a season of separation, family. You can look at the world and you can see what's going on. The middle class, it's almost bye-bye. This world will consist of haves and have-nots. I choose to be a have. I hope that everyone on this line also chooses that with me. If you do, thank you. If not, that's okay. We will still pray for you, and we love you no less. So Isla, Derrick, I love you guys to the moon and back. Please take us home, and thank you for having us on here tonight.
Thank you so much, founder. You guys have heard directly from him. Now you know why we have followed his leadership for more than 5 years. So again, get back to the person who invited you, lock in your spot, and we will see you on the next pre-launch webinar. Have a great evening and good day wherever you're logging in from. Bye.